Hello, everyone. I want to just give a little talk about yoga, just general info. For those of you who are new to yoga or haven't tried it or just getting into it. So basically, yoga is an age-old practice dated back 5,000 years ago to Patanjali, and even before then, there were different forms and different styles of yoga. It's thought that a yogi traveled from India through the Himalayas to China and met a samurai type warrior, and they created Tai Chi, and Tai Chi is the basis of all martial arts. So, yoga in its essence just simply means to yoke or to bind or to unify spirit with body, with the prana, the subtle body energy, and the mind. It's kind of a coming together, if you will. There's many yogis out there that are just karmic yogis, and they simply give back to others all the time. The guys in the ambulances, in the emergency rooms, the girls. There's different types of yogis. There's bhakti yogis that are purely devotional. They do devotional chanting and singing and different practices. There's all kinds of different systems and styles that you can practice as well. There's hot yogas, mostly stemming from Bikram yoga. There's Ashtanga yoga coming from Krishnamacharya, and then Jivamukti, and different yogas have branched off of Ashtanga power yoga, coming from that direction, from the vinyasa practices. There is yoga therapy, restorative yoga, and yin yoga, all very much slowed down. Generally working with passive poses, sometimes a lot of props, as in yoga therapy, tons of props. Um, you walk into a yoga therapy room, and it's basically just filled with bolsters and blocks and pillows and cushions, and you have ropes from the ceiling, ropes from the wall, you have bars to hang from. It's just unbelievable. It's like a gymnasium. And then we have restorative yoga, which is a lot of bolsters and pillows and blankets and blocks and straps and stuff like that, which is kind of medium prop orientated. And then you have yin yoga, which is a few props, just maybe a blanket and a bolster once in a while and a strap. So I like yin yoga because it's more user friendly. It doesn't uh, take as many instruments to get the job done. It's very simple. There's only about 32 yin yoga poses, and it's what I start every day with, and usually wind the day down with. You can get out there and try yoga in your city for very cheap. Most all yoga studios are about $100 a month, maybe 150 to some if they're kind of fancy studios. But if you go every day and have a five practice a week practice, you'll basically be paying only about $5 a class. Sometimes it's $20 to walk in and take a yoga class, but you can get unlimited passes. And if you do get unlimited passes, try doing 2 classes a day. Like, you can join a hot yoga studio and go and do 2 classes a day for 1 month and get up to 60 classes. And usually you're paying about $120 for a monthly unlimited. And if you ever did that, you would come out the other end of that month probably 30 pounds lighter and incredible shape and just totally in a new space. So never be afraid to do too much yoga. You can't get obsessed and you can't overdo it. But what I recommend is just get out there, go slow, take it easy, find what you like, find a good teacher. It's really not so much the yoga as it is who's bringing it to the people. So look for someone and a yoga teacher that is very caring, is very heart-centered, looking out for everyone, gets around the room and tries to at least see what people are doing, check in with them, maybe adjusting people if they need it, but keeping it safe. So many people get hurt in yoga. It's very misunderstood. It's supposed to be a healing practice, but if you get in there and you get competitive, or you're watching some young flexy Betsy girl doing crazy stuff and you think you want to keep up and try to do that, just check your ego at the door. Drop that aside when you go in there and just get in there and hope for the best, but don't strain, don't struggle. Yoga, you want to overcome that struggling, straining state, because if you're struggling, straining yoga class, you're going to go out in the world and strain and struggle. So you want to be able to do yoga with a nice calm breath, breathing from the nose on the inhale all the way down to your belly, filling up And the exhale, you draw that belly in, you pull up the pelvic floor, tightening the perineum, and you draw the belly in a little bit as you breathe. The lungs will push upward and the air will go back out the nose on exhale. And following that line of energy from nose to belly on inhale, exhale belly back to nose, is the whole trick or the whole essence of yoga. And the breath is the basis to all martial arts, all movement basically should be connected to breath. If you're moving and not consciously breathing with your movement, then you're definitely not doing yoga, and you're probably going to hurt yourself eventually, because when we move on an inhale, we want to be lifting and rising and ascending and crowning, and as we exhale, we're either coming forward or we're drawing in, or we're descending a little bit in a movement. So basically, when you get out there, there's all different types of yoga. There's Jivamukti, Anusara, Shivananda. There's Kirtan you can go to, which is more devotional chanting and singing. There's meditation groups. There's shallow breathing. There's so much to get out there and do and try. And as I said, it's easy to do it at the beginning because all the studios offer new membership specials, and you'll be able to get an unlimited membership for 2 weeks for like $20, something like that. And they just want to make it affordable to get you in the door and get you hooked, because it's totally addictive. Once you get into a good yoga practice, hook up with a couple of good yoga teachers, it's almost like going on a journey. It's a journey within. You might be in a room with a whole bunch of people, but you're with your own internal struggle, especially if you're in these hot yoga rooms. It's overwhelming. You get in there, it's 105, 110 degrees. You're sweating, you're dying, you feel like you're gonna explode. Toxins are coming out of your body. It's maddening at times, And then you get in vinyasa classes, power yoga, Ashtanga, Jivamukti, and you're just this pose, that pose, this pose. It's one breath in a pose. Sometimes you're just up for the inhale and down on the exhale. So some yogas are manic, some yogas are passive, some yogas are completely like the yin yoga, yoga therapy, and the restorative yoga. Those are all 5-minute holds minimum. You want to stay in those holds for at least a minute and a half before the muscles let go of the deep stretches. They're all reclining poses in yin yoga. And basically, once you get past that minute and a half, then the muscles relax. Then you get into the ligaments, the tendons, the cartilage, and the fascia. All the reconnective tissue will start to manipulate. So you can get through sciatic pain. You can get through scoliosis. Anything is curable through yoga, through diet, through food, through water intake, through natural medicines. Anything can be cured. There might be a couple stage 4 diseases that have been ignored for so long that yoga couldn't fix them. But I know a yoga therapy hospital in India that has cured tens of thousands of people from the most horrific diseases that you can imagine. So you just got to believe, you got to have faith. In the words of the great Wayne Dr. Dyer, he had a saying that said, if you believe it, you'll see it. Okay? And what that means is, if you believe that you can be healthy, if you believe that you're destined for greatness, if you believe that you came here for a purpose, then it will fulfill itself. There's nothing that can hold back that desire, that yearning inside to reach higher and go longer and achieve more and help more people and serve and give back and feed people and educate others. So to wrap it up, get out there and try as many yoga classes as you can. You're going to find people and teachers and all kinds of great experiences ahead of you, and it's just fun. You'll end up taking vacations. As a yogi, I've spent almost 100 days in silence, so my idea of a great vacation is to go shut up for a 12-day session of 10 days of silence in the middle, and you get to talk the first and last days when you go to the meditation silences in Thailand, and different places that I've been in India. I've done one, and a few in Thailand, quite a few in Thailand, some in America. But it's just a great time to be by yourself, to go inside, and to really hear the answers to the questions, and to feel at a deep level. We want to develop our intuition. We want to come from a deep place, and that's what yoga helps you do. It helps you connect each day, helps you touch in, and even if you don't go to classes regularly, you should have at least a 5, 10, 20-minute practice you can do every morning connects you to your heart, connects you to your center, gets you out of your head, and gets you coming from a deeper level, from your gut, from your heart, from the solar plexus, from your root chakra, from your core, and that's where you want to reside. So you're fully in your body and you're not just whizzing around up here. So if you have any questions, send me an email. Any type of yoga, I've tried dozens literally, all different kinds, and I love them all. They're all right for somebody. It just depends what's right for you. Okay, have a great night, and I'll talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.